Hello. Oh shit.
What? Lads.
I forgot to transition it onto the screen, but hello everyone, what's happening? Joined by episode, no, not joined by, but welcome to episode 3 or 4, whatever it is now, I can't remember. Big Kezza Laa on here, how you doing?
I'm Sam, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
I'm happy to be here, finally. No worries.
Jamie, Colby, how you doing?
Doing well. Glad to be back.
Too bad, not too bad.
Bad. Right then. First part of the show today, let's get into it. So question 1 is going to be who is the top 5 all-time pound for pound. As the pound for pound number 1 of UFC 4, Reese, if you'd like to go first on that one.
Pound for number 1 of UFC 4.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what you are like. I was just reading out your title.
Ah, yeah. Of course, yeah. Yeah, of course. Alright. Well, I think you have to put Volk in there. Bit of a recent one, but yeah. I think it's hard not to put Volk in there. 3 wins over Max. Win over Aldo. Ortega.
Well, where do you put him? Is he best ever?
I think once I get my other 4 out, I'll know. Volk, GSP, DJ, Cruz, and DC.
No John Jones
probably
in there?
John Jones in there?
No.
No.
Anyone could be GOAT. Anyone could be pound for pound GOAT if you're juiced to fuck. Like, it's not my thing. I think DC is better than John Jones. I would have beat him if it wasn't for the juice. So I'll have DC up there. Also, DC's done it in 2 weights.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
John Jones is going to Troy too.
Henry Cejudo's done it in 2 weights as well.
He did do it in 2 weights, but he also lost to
beat
DJ.
Cruz.
I know I have DJ on the list.
Yeah, but he beat Cruz as well, and you have Cruz on the list.
I do have Cruz on the list because Cruz is Cruz.
Yeah.
He is the bantamweight go. If Cejudo had maybe stuck around and defended more, he'd take that spot. But
yeah.
I think it's hard. It was between Cruz and Aldo, in my opinion. I just think Aldo has one too many losses.
That's the thing with Cejudo. If he stuck around longer and beat let's say if he beat TJ, he beat Jan, he beat Sterling, then he probably could be put up there. But he only really won his titles and defended them once and then retired. So I don't think he actually done enough to be top 5. Kezza, would you say yours are?
Yeah, if he comes back.
Yeah, if he comes back and let's say he beat Volk, then he is without a doubt.
If he beats Volk, then he has to go number 1.
Yeah, first ever person with 3 belts.
Wentz, Jones, GSP, Anderson, Aldo, and I was stuck between Volk and DJ, but I went Volk. Could be recency bias, but take it.
Why is Aldo above Volk?
Because he's just for prime. I think Aldo beats him. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I can.
I think he fucking smashes. Well, maybe not smashes him, but I think he batters him.
Yeah. For prime, huh?
By the end of Volk's career, there's a very, very, very good chance he's ahead of Aldo. But now I've got him below.
I think the thing what's going to mess Volk up, I think it'll be judged on his fights at lightweight, how well he does there, and I can't see him beating any of them top people at lightweight. Well, maybe some like your Gaethje's, your Poiriers, your old ones, but like
I think he can beat Gaethje, Michael Chandler, fight like that.
Yeah, I think they're on the way out. I think you're going to see like the people like Fiziev, Makhachev, what is it called, Gamrot, Sasayukin, all them take over. I don't think Volk can handle them.
Give Volk a good chance against Fiziev.
Yeah,
I'd say that's one of his more favourite ones.
Nah,
he's not stopping Makhachev's takedowns.
I don't think he beat Makhachev. Yeah.
I reckon he'd put up a good fight against him. Maybe win it.
I don't think there's much left for him to do it. Featherweight, really. I'd say he's beat everyone. He's beat Holloway 3 times.
No.
He's beat.
It's really anything to do with featherweight.
No, there's.
Can't wait for Cejudo is all he can do.
Yeah, he needs a Cejudo fight, really, because if he beats Cejudo, then that's like a big win. 2 simultaneous division champion. But Jamie, what would your 5 be though?
GSP number 1, Jones number 2.
Yeah.
DJ number 3, Silva number 4, and Aldo number 5.
Oh, I haven't even thought about who I'd go. Fuck.
Well, mate.
Yeah, this should have put. And what? I used to always say no, he can't be number one because he popped for steroids, but I think I put John Jones number one because like he's got one loss in MMA, and like everyone knows it wasn't really a loss, and everyone talks about Khabib being so good because he was undefeated, but like John Jones's wins are so much better than Khabib's. Khabib only really had about 5 or 6 top wins, but Jones was beating top guys all the way through his career, so I put Jones number one. It's hard. Probably go GSP number 2. I can't think. I wouldn't go Silver number 3, but I don't know who I'd put over him. It's hard, man. I'd put Khabib 3. Is Adesanya in there?
He's thinking about it, he probably is.
He has a decent argument for it. I think if he'd have beaten Jan, he would definitely be in there. But
Yeah,
he
without
didn't.
doubt.
It's like John.
Jan. Jan Blachowicz.
Jan.
Like, I'd say he has a very good argument to be in there, really, because no one's really been close from it middleweight apart from Rob that second fight. But
Romero.
I'd go Jones, GSP, Khabib, Anderson, and then number 5. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for Volk because obviously he's got the win over Aldo. He's beat what's his name, Holloway 3 times. And just like the performances in his wins he's done recently.
You don't have DJ top 4?
No, I just don't think his quality of wins are that good compared to the other people's, really. Like if he stuck around, if he was in the UFC now and he beat people like Moreno, he beat Figueiredo, he beat Kaikada France, Askarov, people like that, and I'd say he's up there. But I don't know if like the flyweight division was as talented when he was around as it is now to like compare it to like other people, dominant champions and stuff like that. If we all had to agree on the pound for pound number 1 of all time, who we all
GSP.
saying? So you'd go GSP?
Yeah, it can't not be GSP.
Yeah, but why? Like, if you're comparing him to Jones, Jones has really never lost. GSP's lost quite a few times. So, like, what makes
GSP never popped.
So, are you
2 division champion.
Yeah.
He's only lost twice in his career. You know, dominant record, cleaned out his division. It really is just that hasn't popped, and 2 division champion puts him above Jones for me.
So if Jones hadn't popped for steroids, would Jones be ahead for you?
No, he'd have to win the heavyweight belt.
Do you reckon he's going to do that?
If Jones can come back, beat Stipe and Ngannou, and not pop, then I'll put him in my top 5. But he still doesn't beat GSP.
Jamie, who would you go for as a number 1, GSP or Jones?
Oh, GSP, yeah, definitely.
Is that for the same reason as Reese?
Yeah, I mean, he's cleared out his own division over 2 times, and he's also he also then went up and beat Bisping at middleweight to take his belt, and in his return, you know, after having so many years off.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot about the Bisping fight. I just erased that one from my memory. But yeah, he was a 2 division champ, wasn't he? Yeah, I can see the reason for GSP because the only 2 losses he actually had, he avenged them both. Was it Matt Serra and then Matt Hughes? He actually beat them both again. Oh no, was it BJ Penn or Matt Hughes? I can't remember. I'm being stupid.
What?
Hughes, I think.
GSP's losses.
Hughes.
Did he beat
Hughes and Sarah?
Yeah.
Did he not lose to BJ Penn once? Am I being stupid?
No.
No? Oh, Thursday. But yeah,
Right,
he beat
BJ.
Yeah, he beat them both again. It's like he proved he was a better fighter, and like he has more like one-off fights. So I see the reason for GSP, especially because it was 2 division champs. So I'd probably agree with you on the fact it was GSP. Kez, are you still saying Jones, or are you?
I still think John Jones. If we're bringing in legacy and skill combined, I think John Jones trumps him in terms of how much more skilled he is personally. The only person who rivals Jones's actual skill in UFC history is Khabib, but Khabib has nowhere near the legacy to be considered near him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Khabib rivaled Jones' skill though, because Khabib was just really good at one thing, whereas Jones is good at everything.
Do you reckon if Khabib fought GSP for the 30 and no one beat him, he'd be pound for pound number one of all time?
If Khabib had went up and beat him, yeah, probably.
But then it's like a quite old GSP. I think it would have been like what, 32, something like that. And to be fair, that's
32 is not that old.
No, it's not.
No, 32 is not that old. 32 is kind of just at the end of your prime.
Yeah.
It's not like you're that old. Like Connor's what, 33?
Connor's
34?
34, I think. Hang on, no, he's 32, 32.
Yeah, so I think Khabib's only 32 now. And if he came back, he'd be in his prime.
I'd love to see how he'd do if he come back against like Oliveira. But I think he would just smash Oliveira.
I think it'll be close, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
The best chance Oliveira has is just clinching him up and just blowing his head off with knees, but even then, a clinch on Khabib, probably not the best idea in hindsight.
It'd be fun to see, because I think Oliveira would take it to him and not be scared of the grappling. I think he'd look for submissions and stuff like that. And I wonder how Khabib would.
I think it's the closest we'd get to Khabib Tony.
Yeah, I think we all know how the Khabib Tony fight would have went. Seeing Tony's most recent fights, I think Khabib would have smashed him, which is quite sad to say.
It is. It's unfortunate.
But yeah. Righty then. So then let's get into mini game number 1. So I'll pop it up on screen now so all of us can see. In this minigame, everyone will create their own fantasy UFC card. It'll be a 5-fight main card with one champion versus champion fight allowed. That also includes for the champion versus champion. Let's say Cejudo moved up and fought Volkanovski. That classes as champion versus champion. So if it's like Jones and Ngannou, or like the Cejudo versus Volk, or if you wanted Whittaker moving up to 205, I know we spoke about that recently. That all counts as your champ versus champ fight. And then you have one standard championship bout, so that could be like Prochazka versus Blachowicz, someone like that. You also get 2 number 1 contender fights and then a top 10 matchup as well. You don't have to use all of them, so you could literally have one championship fight and then the rest of the top 10 matchups that you'd want to see. But that's like the most you can go. So who wants to go first on this one? Who'd be your like headlining fight if you was like doing like your dream card?
To confirm, this is like current fighters, yeah?
Yeah.
At least, like, not retired.
It would be now, so like GSP could come back. But obviously if it's like Chuck Liddell, that's
far-fetched. Yeah.
Go on, so Kezza, do you want to go first?
What, with just my main event?
Yeah.
With the top one. I've kind of cheated, well, not really cheated, but I've went Volk versus the winner of Oliveira Islam.
Why would you go that one over like the more super fights like Jones and Ngannou? Because that's what I'm going for.
I've got Jones somewhere else. I've got a Jones fighting Yuri underneath that.
Oh, I think he'd smash him.
Interesting.
I think he would.
Battle of the elbows.
Try to fit as many names onto the cards as I can. And the 2 number 1 contenders, I've went Costa v Cannonier. Cannonier's just lost, I think. I'll make it now, but
give us 1 second.
I think he's fighting Strickland.
Yeah, he is.
It's fantasy in it. Doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad. Bad little matchup.
So then, is your fight number 1? Volk versus Oliveira Islam winner. Who was it then? Jiri versus
Yuri Prochazka, yeah.
Well, Jones versus Jiri.
Good way of not spelling Prochazka, to be fair.
Yeah, I am 100% not spelling that. And Jiri versus Jones. So before we get into like the earlier fights that would be on the main card, Jamie, if you want to go with your headlining fight.
Oh, I haven't thought about it too much. First, let me think.
I'll just put mine up on the screen because I know exactly what mine would be.
probably like yeah, probably just Islam versus Charles at the moment. Yeah.
I'll just put mine in Ngannou versus Jones. I think that's like one of the biggest fights the UFC can do. Like Jones is one of the best of all time fighting Ngannou. Like can't get much bigger than that. So what, you'd go for the same as Kez, Volk versus the Oliveira Islam?
No, probably just don't know. I don't think I'll do a champ versus champ. I'll probably just do Volk versus, or probably just Islam versus Charles.
Oh, imagine watching that fight live.
What's it?
I said imagine watching that fight live.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta drop it in there. Reese, who'd be your headlining fighter?
Oh Jesus, I've no idea. I'm going champ versus champ. It's hard to go against Cejudo versus Volk.
I think it'd be like one of the most the highest skill matchups you could do, really. I think.
Yeah,
it'd be fun to watch.
It would, especially since like size isn't actually that much of a difference.
Yeah. Who do you think would win that?
It's difficult because I think if Cejudo gets Volk down, Volk's not going to get back up. But could he get him down?
Well, like when you watch people on about the fight, there is like when Volk feints his real leg kick, he brings his legs close together, and then that's when like Cejudo could get the takedown. But I think Volk's smart enough to stop it. I don't think he would make it so easy for Cejudo to take him down.
He's not going to lay on Volk. Volk's too big for that. He couldn't even lay on DJ that well. DJ's 125.
Yeah, but if you're going by just like sheer accomplishment, Cejudo is the best wrestler to have ever been in UFC, considering he's Olympic gold medalist. So if anyone's going to get Volk down, it's going to be him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a bit too small.
Re-sticking with you, it'd be a co-main event.
Co-main event, just a standard championship fight. I think I'd like to see. Hey, a bit of a mad one. I'd like to see Fiziev versus Oliveira. I don't know why. I like that matchup.
How do you think that would go?
I think Oliveira would win it, but I don't know why. I just think like Islam versus Oliveira is kind of, you know how the fight's going to go. You don't know who's going to win it, but you know what the fight's going to be like. Islam's going to go look for the takedown. Oliveira is going to elbow from the bottom and go for the sub. But I think Fiziev is a bit more of a exciting fight.
I think Oliveira would stand with him. I don't think he'd be shooting for takedowns against Fiziev like mad. I think he'd stand with him the first couple of rounds.
No, I think he'd do what he did against Gaethje, where if he gets dropped, he'll kind of like try and goad him into the guard, or if he's not, just get up and fight with him again. Yeah. Go toe to toe again.
Jamie, it'd be your call main event.
Colby versus Leon.
Ooh.
That's a hell of a fight.
That is a good one.
Think of that one.
Yeah. Would you be team Colby in that one?
Yeah, I think Colby would take it, and I'd want them to as well.
You rat.
I like Leon as well, but I think Colby's one of my top threes, probably top 4 or 5 of it. So I think he'd probably just be able to out wrestle Leon, and I think he has better control than Usman. Like, I feel like if he got on top, it wouldn't be as simple just to kind of climb up against the cage, just stand up as he did versus Usman.
Right, I've got a thought for me co-main event, and it's up to you if you would allow it, because it kind of bends the rules, but it doesn't in the same sense because he has fought at that weight class before.
Who's that?
Volk versus Usman.
Pop it up on screen for you now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, McGregor's fought at
Yeah.
welterweight before. And, like,
Yeah,
imagine
He's
that
a
in
great
Wimbledon.
boy.
That's fair.
Like, are we allowing that?
Free arena.
Yeah, I think Conor would probably just.
Oh, I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
I think Conor would get taken down though.
Yeah, I think Leon would try and wrestle him really in that one.
I think Leon just kicked the legs off him.
It'd be fun. I reckon McGregor would have a better chance versus Edwards versus he would Usman.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Kez, back to you. Who would be like your fight number 3 though?
Already said, didn't I? I think I went Costa v Cormier, even though it is embracing the fantasy aspect of the card. But we'll have Costa Cormier.
Have they been scheduled to fight before? 'Cause I feel like I remember them getting matched up against each other.
So.
Jamie?
Again, Harry trying to get out the way of spelling.
Hey,
Of course, yeah, I'm not spelling cannonade,
what is
spelling
it,
it really
number
wrong.
technically, this is still a #1 contender bout because Aljo or TJ is not champ yet, so probably TJ versus Jan.
Oh, I don't think you can
Sure.
get
Very
much
lovely
better
little
fights
fight.
than that.
What's it, Harry?
I don't think you can get like much more fun fights to watch than that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Who would you supporting in that one? Are you a TJ fan for that?
Oh, TJ, of course. What I say?
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Here we go again.
yeah. I think Jan would beat him.
Just to go back to that point from before, yeah, Costa and Cormier were scheduled to fight.
Were they? When was it? And like, where was it?
Not sure which fight night. Let me go and check. It's Gastelum filled in.
Oh,
Arena
yeah.
versus Mark Madsen.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Koya versus Royval. Yeah, not a great card.
Whitaker and Costa would have been a good one as well. They was matched up originally.
Oh, they was as well, weren't they? And then didn't Whitaker end up fighting Gaslin on that one as well?
Yeah, I think so. Gaston just stepped in for everyone.
Yeah.
He went through that phase. He was stepping in literally for everyone because he fought that one. I'm sure he fought a couple more as well. Didn't he fight versus? Oh, was it Ian Heinisch? He stepped in late notice versus Ian Heinisch.
I don't think so.
He went through that phase where he just fight.
Yeah, I think he tried to step in versus Imavov as well.
Yeah,
he did. And then Imavov pulled out. The other way around, actually. I think he stepped in, then pulled out.
Wait, wasn't it Dricus Duplessis who got the fight?
Yes. It turned into a completely different fight, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Reese, who'd be your fight number 3?
Hamzad versus Colby.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
And I'm going Colby.
What, you think Colby would win?
Yeah, I think Colby can take the damage Hamzat can put on him. He's got the wrestling to get up if Hamzat gets him down. And also I think he could put the pressure on him more than Burns did, and we saw Burns almost got that win against Hamzat. So
Oh yeah, I think Colby would win. I think his stamina would be too much for Hamzat. I think he'd end up fading later rounds, and Colby's experience would just like shine through in that one, really. I don't know. I'm going for fight number 3.
Who would you be going then?
I don't know. I just had a thought, but I don't think I would go it. I've already used that fight. Oh, I've got one. It's actually rumoured to be happening. I'm using someone else Reese you've used, but in a different fight.
Fiziev. I can tell you now it's going to be Fiziev.
Yep.
I wonder who Fiziev would be. Who? Paddy, maybe?
I wouldn't want him to die. Gaethje versus. I don't think you can have like much more fun strikes.
To be fair.
Yeah, Gaethje would absolutely bring in Fiziev. It's like just fun to watch anyway.
Yeah, that would be like Chandler versus Fiziev. It'd also be a very interesting fight.
Yeah, I think Chandler would try and wrestle him. Like how he done with Gaethje a little bit. He's just mixing the takedowns here and there.
Yeah. Then again, Chandler's got that ego.
Yeah, he'll just end up striking him. Chandler is absolutely massive, by the way. Like, honestly, he's built like a triangle.
Is the fact that he can fucking hit 155 blows my mind.
Like, honestly, the size of his back, because when he was at London, he was there. I just stood next to him. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, honestly, his veins were like just popping out his arm. It was mad. Like, he's heavy kidding.
He was a big fella.
He was, wasn't it? You know what? I'm moving that one into me fight number 1 because I feel like that one's more of a top 10 fight, not a number 1 contender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kez, do you want to go for yours?
Yeah, I'll probably end up switching this one with Costa Jared in terms of order, but I've went Holloway versus Yair too.
Oh, up there.
First one was fucking incredible,
Remember?
so why not just do it again?
It was a great fight, in fairness.
I think having that 3 rounds as well would be so much better. Just for like.
I think
viewing
Yair
the-
could take over 3 rounds.
Yeah, I think he could.
Yeah, really.
He fought well at first in that one. Jamie, go to you. Who's yours?
I think they should still be allowed, but Jones versus Stipe, considering neither are champs,
Nah, that's. Oh yeah, it is number 1 contender. Yeah, sound.
and it'd be to fight Ngannou for the belt.
Uganda.
Mhm. I do think, even though Islam is my main one, I think it's just because I couldn't think of anything else. What I had Edwards versus McGregor over, and I think that Islam's gonna smash Oliveira.
It's gonna be painful to watch that live because the full crowd is gonna be pro Oliveira as well, and they're still gonna be screaming. I'm just sat there like, nah, I want to Charles win. Reese, who'd be yours?
Number 1 contender fight, but I don't think either of them would ever actually win the belt again. WEC GOAT fight, Cruz versus Aldo.
I think you could. I think you could have that for your top 10
Top
fight.
That
10,
could
yeah.
just get done now, yeah. I think that wouldn't.
I could have that for my one.
Top 10 as opposed to your number 1 contender fight.
No, because I have another one in mind for that.
Oh,
No, fair enough.
he's using Paddy, you know. Paddy versus Terence McKinney. That's where he's going. Predictable.
Paddy versus Victoria.
Alright, let's think of one. I wanna no, he's gonna be in fight number 2. Fuck. I know what I'm doing. Right there. Me and Kez, we all know who won the first fight.
Oh lord, what's this one gonna be? I know what it's gonna be.
Go on then.
W Whitaker?
Say again?
W Whitaker?
You know.
Yes.
He won the first one. So
I
like,
didn't.
just run it back.
Hey, oh, shut up, Jamie.
He'll beat
What?
He'll beat Whitaker. He'll
Shut
fight for
up.
the belt and smash Adesanya.
With
Yeah.
what knees?
We're watching.
Lad, it's just been downhill since that fight. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
We,
been
we
painful.
rarely peaked at that one.
Yeah, it wasn't even that one. Peaked at in
The Wonder
Liverpool.
Boy.
It went downhill from there. He beat Gatland, but like it's not been the same since.
Did the Woodley walk in.
Don't even get me started on that Woodley fight. That was painful though. Jamie, if you want to be your fight 1, you'd kick off your main card.
Trying to think. Probably like, I don't know. I'm trying to use this one for a fighter that I don't like, that I'd love to just see lose. Like, yeah.
Marvin Vittori, seeing as
Me
everyone
versus
says you'll
Paddy
like
or
him.
something like that.
No, because that's like bad versus bad.
Oh, fuck me, man. The agenda stinks.
Probably like Paddy versus Armin, just because, you know, Paddy would lose.
That is cruel. Yeah, I am not spelling that surname.
Yeah.
I'm just getting Paddy versus
Seriously.
Armin there.
I feel like I could have came up with something better, but I just couldn't think of anything on the spot. Like Chandler versus Poirier, even. But I think that Poirier is going to win that one, so I don't think I'd want to say it.
Yeah. See, the thing is, it's likely going to happen anyway.
wait.
You got to go for stuff that's unlikely.
You know what? Nate versus Tony would have been probably up there as well.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
put that one in for you. I think Nate would win that one though.
Yeah, I think so too. I think just because he has better
It should be a fun
offense
one to
at
see.
the moment. Yeah.
Kez, who'd be your kicking off the main card?
I've picked this one purely because the kickoff before it'll be fucking incredible leading up to it. Till versus Sean Strickland. Purely just for the Twitter.
Oh, that's good. Till would probably win that one. I don't know now.
Nah, he would.
Oh
Come
my
on,
God,
he'd
man.
absolutely rinse him.
We can't beat this guy.
He's not that good, lads.
To be fair, I was thinking about that fight for when he comes back. Because I think that'd be a good fight for him. But would he fight him because he's trained with him in the past? Like when he
Strickland
went,
can't be that hard to spell, Harry. Come on.
I'm not taking no chances, pal.
Yeah,
Reese.
The O'Malley, for all I know.
Yeah, because
Right.
O'Malley's surname begins with an S.
Sugar Sean.
Go on,
Till
Reese.
versus Sean. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
I'm covering the S.
So, I'm going to go a bit unorthodox and start with a big name on the first fight. I'm going to go Diaz versus Conor 3.
Fairs.
I want to see that fight. It's painful that Diaz is going to leave and we never got to see Conor versus Diaz 3.
Off the card.
Do you reckon you might end up seeing that in boxing?
No.
No, I don't think Diaz is going to go into boxing.
No, I
Conor
think
get
you will.
battered in boxing just because if it went past,
Oh, delays around.
A round.
yeah, 8 rounds even, probably 24 minutes.
You know what mine's going to be for this one? And I think he's quite forgotten about since his last fight.
Who was it?
It is coming on the screen right now. Stipe versus Tom Aspinall.
It's not a bad
Yeah.
fight.
I'd love to see Aspinall get KO'd.
What is this agenda?
Go on, Jamie, like, get him told, get him told.
Nah,
think it would've
I can't even be bothered reacting anymore. I'm just gonna sit back and laugh. I've given up.
nah, but leave it down below. We'll put a vote up or something. If you could watch one of them fight cards, which one would you pick to be front row for? I mean, if I had to pick one that wasn't me on, I think it'd have to be. I think it'd have to go Jamie's.
I'd say the same. Only because Jan's on there, but
I was thinking Jamie's as well.
Islam's on mine as well.
Jamie's as well, or maybe yours, Harry, because Edwards versus McGregor.
Imagine Edwards McGregor in Wembley.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I don't want to have to sit through Till and Aspinall just to watch McGregor. Like, that's unfair.
Wow. Tell you what, these agendas, it's uncalled for.
It's the Irish.
It
Fuck
is
them.
the Irish. It's like, fuck the Irish, you know what I mean?
It's your fault. It's your fault. You started
What did we say?
No politics. Come on.
it. You started about 800 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was all about we insulting. I thought you said we insulted McGregor.
Nice.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Represent.
Yeah, but we'll get into question 2. We'll keep this one quick. Just short little predictions. Gantu Ivasa, Whittaker Vittori on the weekend. Who have we all got for that one? Kez, we'll go for you first.
Vittori decision. He's
Vittori,
gonna grind it out. Genuinely, I think he's gonna grind out against
Yeah.
Whittaker and just.
be a big win with that for you, Jamie.
God.
I believe in you, Jamie. You got this secure in the wood. And I think Gon Tico's to Ivasa in round 4.
Not bad. Reese, do you
Again,
want to go
very
next?
specific. I think Whittaker by decision. I think he's just got the footwork. He'll stay out of range like Adesanya did against Vittori, trying to force him to walk into him. And then Gan's obviously the more technical, better fighter, but I could just see Tui just catching him and dropping him, getting the TKO finish. I like Tui Vasa. I want to see a shoey in Paris.
Jamie, who are you?
Simple as.
I think probably like a Whittaker decision.
Yeah.
And I like both of them though. So it is unfortunate that one of them's gonna have to lose, but I definitely would prefer Whittaker. And then I think probably for the next fight, Gan probably by later finish. Yeah, maybe like a third round if he catches a flurry, or possibly the fourth when Toy starts to slow down. I think the third round though, yeah.
My prediction is I think Whittaker is going to win by decision. I don't think he's going to be able to stop Vittori. He's got a massive head in. But then in the main event, I'm going to go Garn by submission. I think he'll end up getting a takedown and finishes. Yeah. I don't think he'll be a...
Yeah, fair enough.
I think if he's going to finish him, a submission's more likely than a TKO. I don't know, it's just what I think.
Like getting mount or something, like JDS did against
Yeah.
But Gan's got them head kicks though.
Yeah, but you know, Suave has got Shuey power, so be able to eat that up for breakfast.
Exactly. Come on, Toy.
He's just got all the bacteria out of people's shoes, and it just transformed him into like a superhero. So like he's having them for breakfast. Them head kicks now. But minigame 2, we talked about it a little bit before. It's going to be a fun one. This one, pop it up on screen.
Yeah.
In this minigame,
This is the clickbait.
all three of us will be debating and grading the ESFL Xbox competitors from season 4. So that's this upcoming season. There's 5 tiers: the GOATs, the Elites, Solid, Average, and Bin. So if I just pop it up on screen now. So we got all the names around the screen. Put myself in Bin because I'm absolutely washed. But where do you want to start, lads? Should we start at the top left? Like, come on, what?
Let's start with Zyaf and let's whack him in the bin.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, get off to a good start. I agree.
I'm 1 for 1 here, undebatable.
And Zyaf.
Yes. Pick a name, Reese. Any name.
Oh, we just go from top left, is it? Or?
Yeah, let's go from top left. So we'll start with Chinsworth. I don't think he's. I think he's average. I don't think he's really that good.
Average.
I think Ben, but...
Right, so Noble. Was any of you in the party when we had Noble singing Sweet Caroline?
Yeah.
I don't know about singing.
He has to be in the GOATs for that one. Noble is a GOAT.
Yeah, this is going now. Alright, yeah, let's put Noble in GOAT.
Starting off great. Concept. Shall we put him in the bin? Never heard of him.
Concept,
no.
yeah, put him in bin.
The hair's any feelings like, but...
Yeah, apologies, Concept. Never.
Well, put him in average then. Like.
No,
we don't know who he
Crypto
is.
in the bin as well.
Yeah, Crypto's bin.
Big Daddy Crypto can go in the bin.
You fucking prick.
Has he ever landed a slip straight? Maybe in UFC 1. His reactions aren't all there anymore.
Yeah, like I think
Mix
UFC
up.
Undisputed was his prime days for Crypto. But mix-ups.
With mix-ups.
Average.
You probably put him in elite just because in terms of
Nah,
the
he's not
competition.
elite. Come on.
He's not an elite player, but if in terms of the competition,
He
I'm
went
saying
4-0 in
solid.
ESFL. He's a cheesy prick.
Solid. Go for solid.
I'm saying solid.
all right.
Yeah, not the best, not the worst.
I think the standards for elite have to be left for players like D-Box and Satchmo. He man take a round off Max during his championship run.
Yeah. Blink. Are we saying bin?
Probably in solid.
Blink's not in solid.
Blink in average. I'll put him in average. I won't say
No, come on.
He's average.
He's average at best.
I'll put him in average.
So then EK Scarf.
Yes, elite slip on
Change.
average.
This is
Scarface
actually the
Ponty,
Don.
isn't it?
It's the Don, yeah.
Don.
Yeah.
Right. He done
Scarface
any.
isn't the Don.
Yeah, it is. That is.
This isn't
not.
Bear Your Wear, fella. This is not Bear, fella.
Yeah, it is Bear.
It's not. He's in LW.
No, he's not.
He is going to check it. Oh.
Yes. No, EK Scarface is the one who was SMB the Don. That isn't.
Really?
Yeah.
If it's Bear.
No, it's not Bert. It's the Don.
Right. Has he competed at all since the first ESFL card ever?
No.
Where's me fucking foul?
Where are we saying average or solid?
Put him in like average. Yeah, he's not great.
EK Fonte. Has any of you ever actually seen him?
Yeah, I played him one time in ranked and he lagged out. It was alright. I'd say just put him in average.
Older average, have one.
Need to put more in bin, to be honest.
Right, I'll do this one myself. Bin.
Solid.
Nah, bin.
Ah.
Fair enough.
Bin.
Oh,
PC
All views
Dosser.
and opinions are my own. Retweets are not endorsements.
Cap a lot. Put him in like solid, I guess.
Absolutely
What's
solid.
that 50k will fella in it?
Yeah, it is.
Whack him in solid.
And just hammer him.
Oh, this one's gold.
No,
Hammer
nah.
Hammer's a go.
We
Hammer
have
is
to
a
have a
go.
bit of seriousness to the list, lads.
What are we saying then? I'd say he's actually
Solid.
his skills
He's solid.
average, but
Solid.
yeah, solid.
Yeah, solid.
Oh yeah, because I definitely think Blink is probably up on him or something like
See
that.
the fall of ESFL champs, but
Right, Naz.
Bin.
We're on about
Bin.
Xbox Naz
Bin.
here. We're not on about PS Naz. So what are we
Xbox
saying?
Naz. Xbox Naz
Bin.
Cheeky from you.
with the agenda opinion here.
Go on. So what are we saying?
Bin.
Are we saying solid?
Nah,
or...
solid. He's a solid player. Like, yeah, he's solid.
He's probably
Tell
elite
me
in
up.
terms of the competition.
Tell me elite
I
and
think
hard.
he's
Tell me
elite.
bin.
I don't think he's elite.
I'd say solid.
I'd say solid.
We talking elite as in skill or getting results here?
Skill.
Skill.
KM basic. I have not seen him since like KM first started. I'd say bin.
Put him in like average.
Yeah, I
Average.
think I've seen him
Start
compete in
using
a couple of
the bin here,
PG
well,
cards.
boys. The bin's only been used to have a laugh here. We need to start.
Yeah, put him in bin. Fuck him. No.
Yeah.
Woo!
Sorry, but just had to do it. Caliber.
Caliber. We'll put him in elite just in terms
Caliber's
of
elite.
competition. He's
Caliber's
actually a
elite.
cheesy
Fucking
cunt,
elite,
but he's
because-
a right prick. And he sounds like an alien.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught playing Dead by Daylight with him, but
Go on,
Sounds like
so...
somebody comes from the cult.
So what are we saying, lads?
what's the least? What's
Put
the
him in
least-
elite just
He's
what's it
elite,
called?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
compared to the competition.
I think
Just
if he
put
had,
him at the bottom of elite.
if he had a bit more fucking wise about him, a bit more experience, he would have won the belt off Fad in the second fight. I think he was 3-1 up and just fucking threw it away, in fairness.
Yeah, he did. Sorry, Fad.
No,
Capelot.
Fad.
On to the next
Dickhead.
one.
Capellotti.
Capelotti's solid.
That Norwegian fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
I'd
fucking
say he's solid.
put him
Say he's
average. Yeah, he's average. He's like a little wannabe high level player. And then put KM in Throne average as well.
I'd say solid.
Jamie's just using this to go at everyone.
I would say intro in the higher end of average.
Intro shy.
Toasty toes. Bin.
Ben,
Sorry. I feel weird putting people in the bin, but
17.
noggin, are we saying solid or average? I'd say he's within
This
that.
doesn't reflect on my relationship with any of this, but you know, some days are just shy.
I think Noggin's bin.
Nah,
I'm pretty sure he's a great name.
No, but Noggin's actually alright, to be fair. You don't want to
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in the same category as like Blink though.
The shittest grappler I've ever seen, but he's a good striker.
I'd
think we
say he's
should put-
average.
I think Chins should go into the bin.
I really think you think that was.
Jamie just wants to put everyone in the bin.
Yeah,
He
no,
tried
stop
something
being so
me
generous.
one time, telling me he'd batter me, so I think he deserves to be in the bin. Told me to come to Barnsley with Blake and said he'll blow me head off, so.
Right, so we put
Doctor goes in the
Chinsworth
bin
in
'cause
bin,
the
and we put Noggin in average. I missed that one. What did you say?
But just the doctor goes in the bin because he's fucking, and then just started chuckling a little bit. But
Yeah, we won't carry that one on. Satch.
Go.
He did take a round off Max Combe.
yeah,
Boys.
stick Satch in the bin. Put Doctor in.
No,
the bin.
don't put Satch in the bin. Don't
Nah.
put Satch in the bin.
No, we need some legitimacy to this list at the very
Yeah.
least.
So we
But
saying
when you
Satch
think
in the
about
bin.
it,
But
right,
we threw legitimacy
Can
out the window.
Can we put
Oh, yeah,
Satch
in the bin
underneath the
immediately.
bin?
Zyaf deserves to be in the bin. Ping Merchant, Block Glitch Hunter, Straight Merchant.
Fucking hell.
Glasses
Doctor's not a
merchant.
straight merchant.
I won't
Alright.
carry on.
Oh,
Right.
nobody caught my joke. What the fuck?
I
KM
was
Kip.
not to say it.
Where's he?
Right, Kip.
I'd say solid.
Alright, Kip. Yeah, he's a
In
solid player.
fairness, I feel like you have to put Pyrite Kip in elite.
Do you?
No.
He hasn't competed
No,
at
solid.
all.
He's
I think
solid.
His skill set is elite.
He probably no. He's a bit of a ping merchant and all, like a low ping merchant.
M-Town, I'd say average.
He can pull out wins consistently.
M-Town, probably solid. Yeah.
Solid? Yeah, to be fair, I'd say similar level to
He's
people.
in grappler, in fairness.
Wait. So how's KM intro found his way into solid? What's that? Who's fucking smuggled him in there?
Noetta, I'd say Noetta solid.
Yeah. He needs. If there's
Because
anyone
I have
gonna
2
be in it,
ESFL
go.
wins over him, I think he could be a GOAT tier player.
No, is a white legend, man.
Yeah.
Skitch.
Skitch is actually solid.
Solid.
Put him in average.
I'd say when he first.
solid.
I'd say when he first comes to
maybe
Xbox.
solid, I guess, just because
You
if
look
you're
at
gonna
some of
have
the
like.
performances he's had in comp, like the optics one. I think that he was a solid.
True. Right then. So all this next session, so we put in Goats, bar Kezza, put him in the bin.
That Peace gets an average. Peace got 4-1 by JKB. He gets put in average.
Peace could also jab hook is the bin player. But
Nah, that's the bin. That you can't be losing 4-1 to Jakey. That's the bin.
He former
You
FSD
blame that loss on me, by the way.
No.
Ash is GOAT.
Yeah, Ash. I'd say Ash is. Ash is the first serious GOAT.
Ash, Jamie, Holloway, Fad, all GOATs.
This off pure skill and legacy.
I'd say skill and legacy for GOAT.
Skill and legacy.
I'd say Ash has got the.
I can't. You can't put Sean in GOAT if it's off like achievements and shit, man.
I'd say that as well.
He's 1,000,000% GOAT in terms of skill. Not even a debate in terms of skill. Like,
Look, there's no TD member that's below GOAT.
you know what? You got a good point. Is Michael still in TD, Jamie?
He's a right king. What the fuck?
He's a bit of a boring player though.
Are we saying Fad's one of the GOATs, or is he an elite?
Yeah, probably a GOAT. Yeah.
GOAT, yeah. Fad's definitely earned it.
Swatted Deco that time. That was quite good.
Oh, that was unbelievable. To be fair, his run in ESFL was actually quite underrated.
Can't even remember who he played. He played Dave Caliber twice.
And then he fought Dave and Trixie in the same night and just absolutely battered them both. Holloway was saying elite as well, yeah.
I'd say GOAT.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. Go, yeah. Kezza,
okay.
Go on, what do you want?
Average. Average touch is solid.
Who was it? Kez?
It's me, mate. I'll take all criticism here.
Go on, Kez, where are you putting yourself?
Get him in the bin.
Caliber and elite.
Elite?
Jamie will vouch on me here.
Well, Caliber's elite, I guess, Kish.
I think Caliber can't block a front kick to save his life. Not very happy with that.
Stick J Robbo and elite.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'd say off skill when he's at his best, he can be in the GOATs. Because what he done to Blake in the FSK tournament as well, I'd say is up there.
Just not got that longevity to him. Sold his monitor as soon as he got good at the game.
What a guy.
Or
Liam?
addiction to see it.
Liam's solid. I'd say a couple, bit more experience and he'll be in elite.
At the end of the season.
We're getting to a few spackers now, aren't we?
Webcam, the ESFL top contender. Where are we putting him?
They beat me one time.
Average.
Yeah, we'll put him in solid.
I think I might.
I'd say he's average. He is average.
Average.
He's a good lad, though.
Well, he's sound, but he's average.
Nah, he kicked Big Nitro from LW. He is not a sound lad.
Yeah, good point.
KB King.
Jamie made a video on him having a £200 wage one time. We'll whack him in the bin.
I accepted it technically, he just never.
Didn't get paid for that one.
Done a Frankie de Jong.
LW
missed.
Put him in the bin because he's a slip hooking wanker.
Yeah.
Slip hooking.
So Blink, but we have him in average.
Yeah, but
I said this.
Blink's average.
Deaglefly. Jamie, wasn't you mates with him at one point?
Deaglefly beat Aaron.
We've had a little. No, still alright. I wouldn't say mates, but I was always rooting for him.
Where are we putting him average?
Eagle did beat Aaron. I think you got to put him in average for that.
When?
CW Aaron in ESFL.
I'm not surprised. No, he
Aaron went
didn't.
0-1 in this.
Oh, it was Dima that. It wasn't Deaglefly.
Oh,
It
is
was,
that
Dima.
Dima?
yeah, it was Dima.
Ah, never mind. Ah, keep him in average.
Hybris, honestly, never heard of him.
Yeah, Ben.
No. Ben.
Ben's getting a bit full now.
These last three
Bin.
LW ones, just put them in bin. We don't really need to talk about it. Like,
I think that Oni J is not bad.
how much can we say about Oni J, Yellow, and Flash and Ernesto, man? Just get them gone.
No, I thought Yellow Flash was D3 Zach.
No, he's not. Oh, to be fair, when I seen
That's probably B3 Zach, Jamie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I know, but whenever I seen Yellow Flash a gamer
Oh.
tag, I thought it was Zach, because I'm pretty sure his name is Yellow of Flash or something.
Nah, his gamer tag's Rogers X-ray, isn't it? Unless it's changed.
No, not
Just noticed my name's not on this list. What's up with that, Harry? You got a
He was-
specialty here for me?
Ben, because you're fucking wank.
Leaks. Where are we putting leaks? You know what? I'd say when he was in his
Leaks?
prime, he
Like
was elite.
elite.
Can
Yeah.
I make a objection here?
Go on.
Can't put him in the same tier as me when I fucking made him look
Just stick
silly.
him in elite,
So we'll
you
be putting him
fucking
as solid.
wanker.
Stick him in solid.
Yes.
I think he's fell off a bit since he was in his prime days, but he don't play.
He's got an
as much.
Ethernet, you kinda went shit.
He's still not got one.
That's no man then.
B3 Zach.
Real
They
shit.
put him in solid, didn't they?
I'd say solid, yeah.
Solid.
Yada. Elite.
Elite. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say he's elite.
Oh no.
Then again, he did lose the hammer.
True.
Quite a few
Yeah,
good
elite.
people did lose to Hammer.
Dab also lost to Hammer, but he's not on this one.
Nah. Left do PS one as well. But
Oh no.
Pablo
Oh, no.
Grips. Where was saying that?
put
I'm
him
in the bin
solid.
for no reason at all. Absolutely none.
B3 Gemini.
Laugh
Don't know who that
now.
is.
I don't know who
Who?
B3 Gemini is.
I don't know. Ben.
No, I do know who that is.
I've
Probably
seen
not
him in the Discord, but that's it.
Average.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Blackout, the one from PS, who's now got an Xbox.
Yeah,
Playing
put him
an
in
FSK
solid,
for like
didn't
a day.
Solid.
Ah, yeah, he's
No,
good.
he's average, maybe. He's average.
He's good.
Wasn't he in
Probably
FSK for like
solid.
a day?
No, that was Smudger.
Right.
Jax.
Much as a freak.
No, I fought Jax in like my second ever league fight, and then he just disappeared after that one.
This former
Well, then you're
BFAP
right.
Jax.
Yeah,
Uh,
average.
yeah, I suppose.
Remember he beat me in one car fight when I had like 7 knockdowns, and then he
Do you
dropped me
remember that,
like
actually?
knee on belly. And then that's kind of pretty sure them lot have been buzzing about it ever since. It was about a year and a half.
Young Pacina, aka Bumba. Who are you saying?
Fucking
So X
Don't know.
Bumba is probably elite. Normal Bumba is.
fucking
Love
average.
Bumba. I love Bumba, but it's hard to say anything other than average, really.
Biggie, are you saying average as well?
Yeah.
He's actually
Average
got
is
thumbs,
alright, in
unlike the
fairness.
people in the bin.
You
Trickster.
can just sweep this next comp into the bin if you want.
I think Trixie's elite.
Yeah. Yeah,
Put him in
he
go.
is. Come on.
I think you gotta put him in go, especially with the
Oh,
Venom
yeah.
tournament win.
What Trixie?
Nah.
Go my arse. Get out.
Oh no, with the Venom tournament
No.
and the belt.
What did Trixie
Actually,
come
yeah,
in
in
Vegas?
fairness.
Because wasn't he at Vegas? Where did he actually come in Vegas?
I beat him in the last 8.
Playoffs.
Last 16, sorry. Last 8, yeah.
Dave.
He's elite.
Are we saying Dave solid or elite?
They have solid, man. He disappoints me every time. He needs fucking.
I think
He
you have to put him
He
in
needs
elite.
fucking.
Some of his wins.
I was gonna say
you have to
shot. It was a bit much.
Jaker, are we saying average?
He's alright.
Ah, well,
Actually
to be,
beat 4-3, so
Yeah, put him in average because, pieces in the bin.
put him one above piece.
Warbser, are we saying average as well?
Average.
Yeah, what would he be average?
Top Dog, I've never heard of him.
Bin.
No.
Beat him when I was barely Div 20 in ESFL.
No, he's better than Bumble. Like.
Oh, yeah, it's that fella, isn't it? Right, Slick,
Yeah.
no words, Bin, Dosser, Avda. Deco, what are we saying? He trains in real life, so where we
Bush
put him?
train in real life, I'll probably boost him a bit.
Warbsy in average.
Where's Warbsy?
Oh, yeah, I've just not updated on the screen, though. There we go. What was
They've
it?
all been already. So like, Deco's an average.
Oh,
He's
nah.
fucking gonna have you all over, son.
He'll be in Liverpool in a second.
To your neck, mate.
Fucking strange.
Where are we putting him, lads?
Grains or Deco?
Deco.
I'm
Actually, a block break.
Solid.
Solid, yeah.
solid.
Solid.
You?
Deco.
Solid, but then when you throw more than a 3-piece, probably the bin.
Yeah.
Grains.
The rest of X can just go in the bin and we finish up this podcast.
Well, I'd say. I don't know. I'd say with the
Grains are
people in
solid.
solid.
I'd say grains are solid.
These are the people who watch the podcast, so we have to be careful what we say here.
Zane, you know what? I'd say he's the higher end of solid, but not elite.
Back that.
Who, Zane?
Yeah.
I'm not for how much.
Jam Bucks.
Solid.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
let you
played-
do this.
He's
unless-
been slacking as of recently, like.
If he played the game more, I think he could get into elite, but
I don't know about that one.
so he has a job and
Who could
and a
Solid.
I think you just put all of Vex in solid. A few of them with a bit of
Matty
experience.
D's
can
Yeah,
get
elite.
them in
Matty
elite.
D's elite.
Matt is elite.
Matty, you could put in elite.
Sorry, but that ginger fella's in the bin.
I think it depends on his season.
Ginger's fucking better than.
Where are we
a
saying
lot of them.
Ginger is then, lads?
Average. Yeah, average. But most of them are though.
I think you go.
I think most of them go in solid.
Who's what? Oh,
Wait, what? Go on.
I'm sorry. How's Boss Man slid into fucking solid?
What are you putting him then?
I'm an average. I like him, but we're not doing charity.
Hold on,
work.
some of these names are criminal here, boys. How on earth is Motown managed to get into solid with leaks as not Capelot, mix-ups, Hammer, Liam? How was M-Town managed to get his way in there?
So we're taking him
Sounds
down now.
alright.
Give
Leaks
it up.
deserves to be an elite, I'll say, just because
yeah, fuck
he gets wins. Like
Take money off here a few times.
he plays cancer, but he gets wins.
Any other
Yeah.
updates you'd do to that though?
I think you can put Trixie and Goat.
No, you
you
can't, man.
Why can't you?
You think
Because
you
what has
can?
he
I mean,
done except the Venom tournament? And even
he's
then, he was
pro-
just clinch
he
spamming.
is-
it.
He's
He
a
got about-
former. He's a former champ.
He done 20 in a row in prime time when prime time was
who
actually
fucking
like
ended
a
by?
thing.
Can you just let me know again? Who ended that one?
He's former champ against Hammer. What do you want?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, well,
To be
Jared
fair,
and
you-
He's good enough to be a champ, but he's just not done enough. Like he has the skill to, but he's just not done enough.
So what, is that what we're leaving it there, or is there any more?
I don't know.
changes?
I don't think it looks wrong having all of it. Like FSD is the only goat.
Yeah, I think-
Looks a bit biased, like.
Don't forget we have FSD and DB Noble as the go-to.
I would put and I like Grains, but I'd put him in average.
Oh, he's not going to be happy with you, son.
I think that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh.
I'd put him. Well, I'd say we drop Zach as well because I don't think he's solid level then. And
Ah,
Hammer.
see, I think Grains is actually better than the people in average, so I take that back.
Oh bloody hell! I've only changed it now.
But I think Blackout's better than average as well.
Are we doing it like how? Oh, if we're doing semi-seriously, let's just put Zyaf up to goat.
Yeah.
Not fun.
No.
Let's just put him up there.
Put him up to elite,
Nah,
Yeah,
come
'cause
on.
and he'll be grateful for it. Jamie, he did take a set off you on LAN. Remember that?
Although he did lose here in the
Yeah, but so did EK Warrior, so who's really counting? You know.
lose here in the semi-finals, but he did take a set off here.
Hang
And he
on,
won more games.
Where
I
did
remember.
EK Warrior go? Because I swear he was on the EK roster and now he's just disappeared again.
Tab. Oh.
Yeah, he's a rich cheeser.
Probably playing ranked currently. Using someone.
Yeah, or fucking spamming on Fight Night.
Yeah.
Right. So is that the list now? We're finished with it though. Hang on.
Yeah,
let's
I
do.
kind of-
Let's do
I'm
peace
tempted to
proper.
ask you to bump Skitch up to elite.
Hold on, he's put
No.
himself in goat. He's just put himself in goat. Hold on a
Hey,
second.
back
How-
down there,
how-
back
how
down
is
there,
he
Harry.
Let him away with it.
Hang on. I need to make some
How's
changes.
Petretti managed to get into solid?
Is Grain still in solid?
Yeah, Grains is solid.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I think he's better than the people on average, but he's also yeah, he's solid.
We happy with that then?
Yeah.
Let me just Jamie Bucks. Yeah, Buckery isn't solid. I've not played him much.
He
He
is.
deservedly?
Yeah, he's
fair
better.
enough.
I'd say he's better than Grant, and he's
Yeah,
better than
that's
like
fair.
Pabs, Bucks.
I just not seen him play much myself, or played him much
What
myself.
I've realised about pretty much the whole solid tier is if you take them down, they're all useless.
Nah,
Naz
Catalet's
Noeta,
alright, I think.
Naz Noeta, M-Town, Dave, Zed, Deco. That's Belks. They all can handle themselves there.
What did you say then?
Naz, Noeta, M-Town, Dave, Deco, Zane, Bucks can all handle themselves there.
I was just thinking of my knee bar in like 2 minutes. I'm mad.
Leg lock city, baby. Right, and that's the final tier list there. Everyone's happy with it. Ricardo's the biggest one in
Count your
Colby
lucky
because-
stars.
I-
Prick.
I would take Ricardo out and put in FSD MajorKoba, but that's just me.
I would vouch for that as well.
Give me 1 second.
If you put me in the bin, I swear to God,
Definitely just
I'll be on the next fucking ferry to Liverpool, lad.
Fuck no.
I don't know if ferries go to Liverpool.
They do from Belfast and Dublin, I think.
And Dublin, yeah.
Don't know. EK Scarface. Wait there, before we end this, I'm making sure it's that Scarface.
Must at him in the trash bin and see. Ask him who he is.
Donkeys ago, so I'll just scroll through things.
Nah, you know it. Simmons goes, spar me, homie, spar me. Hey, hit me up, man.
I remember his
Oh
Malawi.
no, it is him as well. Yeah, it is. Because I remember I was in the competitive spars the other day, and I was like, I want to wager somebody, and then he was like, oh yeah, I wagered
Yeah, I
Jamie
remember
one time, and I remember he was winning one fight because he like slip hooked the shit out of me, and I ended up barring him in like the last minute or so, but he was
like a week ago as well.
what?
Oh,
Have you a wage like
What?
a week ago after the Bang Bang one?
No,
And
I
you
didn't. He's still not wagering me.
when did Peace worm his way into solid?
He
When did that happen?
learns how to throw something other in a
What a
jab
break.
hook.
Why are we saying peace isn't solid? No.
What? No, he is.
I'll say it again. He's
No, yeah, Peace is solid.
solid.
Peace is definitely solid.
Right then, we happy with that then, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
hate Zoya. Fuck Doctor as well.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
you know
Caliber.
what? He fucked me over in the Xbox rankings a few times. Fuck Doctor.
Yeah.
Nah, he
What a
done me.
fucking-
He done me the worst.
He was putting PS players on the Xbox just to make me go further down the knobhead.
Screw him. Final question of the show. It's coming up this weekend. We all are going to be competing in the ESFL. We're up
yes.
against BFAP. Yeah, you're getting to smash BFAP.
Fucking
Do you want?
Yeah.
It's got us versus BFAP, LW versus the Not So Elite Kings, Ditty Boxing, yeah, sit them, versus Bang Bang Bullies, and Vex versus KM. So I was saying Dialgo. That's obviously we're getting a little sweep going along there. So, but like the other ones,
Little trio FSD.
So what's the next matchup then? What is it?
I think
don't know.
LW trios Elite Kings.
Probably EK. I'll probably take it like trio. or
It'll be a
something.
tough one. It'll be a tough one.
I don't think you realise.
I think it's 2-1 EK.
Oh, no, man. I think. Do we want unbiased opinions here or biased opinions?
Unbiased one.
3-0 FSD, BFAP is shit.
I
Go
think that one's fun, boys.
2-1 EK. I think someone like Webcam will probably drag a win out of like fucking Tadpole, maybe like
The human
And,
highlight
something
reel
like that.
loses again.
no, something something like Hammer or something he'll drag a win out of. What's the other one? KMV Vex. I'm gonna go 2-1 Vex.
I think B3 3-0.
V3 3
Ditty Boxing.
Yeah.
Will probably.
Nah, they've got
win.
Thatchless. They've got Satch. Satch gonna come in clutch. 2-1.
Think maybe if V3 decide to play the Paralympic squad, then it might be only 2-1. I think 3-0 other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's only I don't even think it was on BFAP's competitive, but the only other competitive one there is LW versus EK. But
I
Vex
think
KM,
the other.
Vex KM,
I think
that's it.
Vex KM is the most competitive one.
yeah, I was on job. Yeah, that is a well.
I'll
most
back that. I
competitive
think
one.
that could go 2-1 either way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Two plays for KM.
I think Matty beats whoever's on KM, and then it's just the other two fights.
I think we have a general idea who's going to play for Vex.
Do we?
In terms
Yeah.
of KM,
Do
I
we?
don't have a clue who's
Wait,
playing.
it's not.
probably
It's
KM
not
will probably Noeta, Intro, and Capilani. Or
are you
Capilov.
forgetting
It's
Caliber?
probably Caliber.
Be Caliber,
Caliber,
Noeta.
yeah, Caliber.
Skitch
If
and
we're
Kip.
going their three best players, it's Caliber, Noeta, Liam, but Liam won't compete.
Do you not reckon?
Yeah, Liam
Yeah.
won't compete, so I'd say it'd be Intro.
No, he's been
Probably
competing in prime time a little bit.
I
reckon he
don't
might
like
compete.
Dylan.
Dylan, for what reason?
I don't know, he's just fucking
You don't like Dylan who?
take the piss too much.
Anthony, good end to the podcast here. We're discussing this very well.
Yeah.
I thought we were still going. Apologies.
Final predictions then, lads. I'll pop it back up on screen. So it's going to be a 3-0 for us. That's in the books.
FSD,
LW versus
2-1
EK. 2-1 EK.
EK.
Dirty
2-1
Boxing
EK,
Bank.
yeah. I think 3-1 B3.
3-1.
3-1.
3-0. 3-0.
And then Vex. I'm going 2-1 Vex.
3-1 Vex, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I hope
KM
it's
is gonna win.
2-1 Vex.
I think
Jamie,
you're
you negative Nancy. Bit of
I think you're all
support,
just
like.
trying to not
He's
offend
Zane are
anyone.
going to pull off wins, and then the place Bucks might lose. Depends on matchups really as well.
Yeah.
I know some
Depends on matchup
people
and weight.
can't fight for the Vex.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Say
Half
who.
can't
but-
fight
I'm not
Vex.
saying who, but I know some people can't. Who you?
Never mind. Yeah, I saw that in chat before.
Yeah. Yeah, Zane's
Good
competing.
one, mate. It is 1,000,000% like in Usman.
Cool. But yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it? Is it 8 o'clock or 7? The ESFL.
9 nearly.
9.
2 p.m.
Not.
I don't think he means in real life, Jamie.
Yeah, what about what time ESFL
He means what
starts?
time's the card?
Is it 7
I
or
think it's 8 o'clock.
2 p.m.
I think-
Central Time.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. CST on Sunday. We're
If you
gonna
want
be
to see me, Peace Mahai, and Reese go to war, then probably tune in then. But
We'd see
Just want to see me
JMA.
take down Zyaf.
tune in the week after if you want to see JMMA and Prioxus.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so
Toon
cool.
Squad. Toon Squad. Toon Squad. I know who I'm supporting on PS.
I've got Bugs Bunny in that one.
You need shot.
Yeah, that one was a stinker, I won't lie. That's tiring.
But, yeah.
Alrighty.
Sunday, I can't even remember what time was it. 8 it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. 8 p.m. UK time. Watch us compete on the SFL. It's going to be a clean sweep, lovely win. Basically, preview the finale, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But before we finish, anything else you'd like to say?
Make sure you stick that tier list up on Twitter so we can get responses as quick as possible because I'm looking
Yeah, I
forward to
was
seeing
gonna
how some
say,
people
you
respond
need
to that.
Yeah, some people might not scroll to that right part of the thing. Maybe they watch the start, the
we'll
end.
whack it in the title as well. We'll whack it in the title.
Oh, yeah, it's going in the
That's a
title.
good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
ESFL season.
All competitors ranked.
Zyaf in the bin? Question mark. Yeah, BFAP getting it there. Shit. Yeah, that's about all I have.
But,
Sure hope they're not getting it, mate.
Cheers for watching, fellas. It's been a fun one, but yeah, tune in Sunday, 8 p.m. PSC. Little squad wipe on BFAP, but yeah, cheers for that, fellas.